ya, me won't be a me busasa one ya, no straight.
Ha 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 ha. Wife in you now, me in your pet, cause I'm a boy.
I want it to me go me catch Jesus, I know what you're at.
Funky can't say we are good. For home bombing, yes, our talent to no enter who. Obeys a black robe, start in the hood. Mommy, go ahead, get me change it your life for you. And the ben I will catch you, Yanko Pamemete. When you are blue, we are singing us to get paid by your mother. Omer Shene Koso your batamba.
Stop the nonsense.
Same to happen to your father. What's 40 to you, me can't be bring into one.
Yo, time of life, mommy, Yanko passing my head.
Jimmy, Yanko point your sword, you know, you my nest, it's a show on the woody. Okay, rock up on the wood chapel colors. My positive freestyle, cause of every condemo. And try that now, Mupufu, so Mutari, when you put my memory sites in play, I'll watch a young point and share with that young point. Sean coming to the crowd, about for Ramo. So I'm a young record deal. Please don't let us down. So Jello Brown, you when you done us on a pound. Put down with you, I'm in no cause I've been out with Yasso Cow. Okay, now.
Right, we're going. Hello and good evening. Welcome, if you're watching, to the platform with me, Mama Sewa. I have a very special guest with me in the studio today. Tommy!
Yes.
Tommy's in the studio with me. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about quite a lot today. I've got lots of questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm looking forward to it.
Are you sure?
I'm very.
Are you positive?
I'm 100% sure.
All right. Okay, so Tommy, thank you very much for coming into the studio with me today. You've been here before, but that was last year.
Yes, I was here in a different capacity.
You were. Do you remember what you came?
Yeah,
what the topic was last year?
Discussing the perils of social media.
The perils. I like that word. The perils of social media.
So yeah, that was really interesting.
Yeah, and I remember actually that you said that social media was kind of taken over and we use it too much.
Yeah, definitely.
But actually, you know, in the line of work that you're in now, that we're about to discuss, you absolutely need social media.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. So, I mean...
Well, we'll get into it. Don't worry. I will remind you of what you said. I will remind you, okay? All right. So what we need to do, if you could just introduce yourself to the listeners and the people who are watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so of course, my name is Toms. I'm 24. I'm a rapper from North London.
North London in the house.
That is it. Enfield, that's where I'm based. And yeah, as I think as my bio says, I'm just really passionate about just showcasing my life through my music, and whether that's through faith, whether that's through, you know, growing pains or just being a young man and just really reaching people that are in similar spaces or even not so similar spaces and just encouraging people through that.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to play some of your music soon.
Yes.
Not just yet, but I want us to have a little conversation first.
That's fine.
So firstly, how long have you been pursuing this musical career?
Oh, I would say it's just coming up to around about, it's been 1.5 years to 2 years, so it's not been a crazy amount of time.
Okay.
So yeah, it pretty much, it was something that I discovered probably when I was just doing my master's degree. And around about that time, because like for me, in my faith, like I became a born again Christian like when I was in my first year.
Wonderful.
And then gradually over time, like I'm a crazy like rap fan, but obviously the lyrics associated with that, like and Christianity is like
doesn't go hand in hand.
Opposites. And so like for me, I was just getting to a point where I was just like, oh, like this is just really isn't working. So I just started listening to the instrumentals. And then from the instrumentals, then like I was just mucking about with it, and I just managed to get the flow down.
Okay.
And then I've always been somebody that's been comfortable with words, so filling in the gaps. Once I had the flow down, filling in the words wasn't too much of a problem. And so, yeah, you know, it's I started, you know, rapping for like my society at uni as well, and it started to get really good reception. And then it was only probably, I'd say, a year or so ago that me and my friend, because I was doing it with a few of my friends, that we were like, do you know what, let's actually go for this and take it seriously. So yeah,
you took it serious, and here you are.
That's it.
How are you enjoying the journey so far? So basically, actually, the last time you were here, you were an artist and you were just hiding it. You didn't tell me.
I wouldn't tell you. I wasn't hiding
Young man, you did not tell me, but it's okay.
It's
I've got you here now.
It's not that at all. It's not that at all.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. So I'm going to start with the name, right? So your real name is?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy. And your stage name is Toms. T.O.M.S. I can spell. I have spelt it. I spelt it. Okay. So what does Toms stand for?
So Toms, I think, as my name sort of gives away, it's you know, just the real acronym of my name. But the actual meaning and interpretation is very open. So the standard ones is that there's one means of salvation, another one is there's other means of success, but it's really something for fans and for the audience to interpret and leave it open. So I think it's a bit more fun that way.
Right, so I'm going to have to come up with a few meanings.
Yeah, why not?
I shall do that. I shall do that. So you mentioned that you started with a few friends. So how many did you start with?
We initially started off as a collective of 4 people.
Okay, I think you mentioned that before.
Yeah, a collective of 4 people, but that's now gone down to 2 people.
Okay.
Because 2 are one left the collective, and another one is just focusing on his business full time now. So yeah.
So they're doing other things. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, that happens. Okay.
100%.
So, you said that you loved rap music to begin with, and obviously the lyrics weren't really...
Yeah, it wasn't really matching up.
It wasn't matching up with your faith. So you decided, actually... So who told you could rap? Anyway,
That's a good
obviously,
question, you know.
It's good that you have that confidence, but did you have people around you like, Tommy, you can rap, come on, rap.
Obviously, it's good to, of course, like, have the initial confidence to do it, but I mean, of course, every person needs encouragement at the end of the day, and so I think it probably came around when, like, my friends who perhaps weren't even around me, or my friends back from home from 6th form and secondary school, when they turned around, they were like, "No, you actually killed that," you know. Like, after they threw the banter at me, because they're looking at me like, "Oh, like, Tom, what you doing? Why are you rapping for?" But after, they were like, "No,
you're all right. You're all right.
You can actually do it." And then to be honest, I was sort of feeling myself as well, because I was listening back to it, and I was like,
"That's it, man. You got to feel yourself."
I was like, "No, do you know what? I like this at the end of the day, and I'm gonna keep on doing it, and it's fun." So yeah. So I mean, I think it's a mix of both, you know.
Okay, so do you remember the first performance in front of an audience?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Where was it? How many people roughly were there? How were you feeling? Was your heart sinking? No.
The first performance we did was in Leytonstone. It was with my friend and collective member Men's. So yeah, we did that, and it was in a small church. And it was beforehand. It was just a bit like obviously the nerves bubble, but in those type of situations, I'm the type of person I don't really think too much.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that helps a lot because I just sort of dive into it. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just be sitting back, like very composed. Well, it looks like I'm composed on the outside, but
Yeah.
once it happens, and I just sort of burst into life. So I think
Okay.
that helped a lot.
That's good.
And like I remember it was, yeah. I mean, they got into it eventually, but we had to really work on it.
It took a while. They were a bit slow to begin
we had
with.
to work on it, and that
But it
happens
got there.
sometimes. But you know, that's all part of being a performer.
I guess so. I guess so. That's what they say, isn't it? You just have to find a level to connect with your
That's it.
crowd, and you're good to go. So after that, how long ago was that?
Oh wow, that was what's 2019 now? So I'm thinking June 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Cool. So, I mean, before we get any further,
Yes.
music, like singing, being a singer,
Yeah.
is not a recognized career in the African home,
Yeah.
especially not in the Nigerian home, right? So let's get this bit out of the way first.
Yeah, no, definitely.
How did your parents feel when you said, you know what, actually I'm good at rapping, I think I can really do this, that's what I'm going to concentrate on more? What did they say? Did they say, that is not a job? What did your mum say? I'm curious to know what your mum said.
Do you know what? Because for
Yeah.
me, because I'm somebody that I don't just rap. You know, I'm into other things as well. So so I work in PR as well.
Okay.
And I've gone through what you would classify as the traditional African parent route, whereby I've done the university. I've got the university degree. I've done the masters. Like,
Okay.
I have a job as well. So it's, I think once those bases are covered, I think that sort of
You've
takes
appeased
away,
them.
yeah, it takes away any type of worries about that side of life. So it's more so they look at it purely for what it is.
Okay.
Just the enjoyment factor of it, and that's not to say that I don't take it seriously, because I do. But yeah, so thankfully there's never been a clash. But I think that's because I'm into other stuff as well.
Okay. Okay. So what other stuff?
So like I work in public relations.
Are you enjoying that? Is that like, obviously your passion must be music, is your
Yeah.
passion, but so the a proper job, so to speak,
Yeah,
is sustaining you,
yeah.
and it's, you know, sorting out the family side of things as well for now till you blow up and you are a big boss, and your mom's like, yeah, my son, the artist, that one. But I mean, I can imagine that you know, to begin with, like, the success is not overnight, so there's a lot of work that you're having to do. So what's been so far, like, what's been your challenges first?
Wow, I'd probably say there's been quite a few. First and foremost, the financial side, because you don't realise how much money actually goes into music,
Yeah.
particularly when you don't have a home studio. I think another thing as well is the reliance on other people, because for example, if you make a song,
Yeah.
then you've got to get somebody to mix and master that song, right, and handle the handle the production element of it. That's something that I can't do. That's a skill that takes quite a bit of time to actually build up.
Okay.
And some people, they won't pick up your calls. Some people, they won't get in touch with you. Even videographers and things like that. So I think the one thing for me has really been the frustration of me wanting to do more but being held back by those things. And I think what feeds into that as well is comparison.
Yeah.
And of course we'll get onto it later on, but social media doesn't necessarily help with that.
No, it
as well.
doesn't.
So I think for me it's just been, you know, just sort of, yeah, just being patient
Okay.
and just remembering like why you do it as well, and remembering just to stay in your own lane. So
It's true. A lot of people don't tend to stay in their own lane.
it's true.
They feel like they can just get up and be in other people's lane, doing great all of a sudden. But you pace yourself,
You have to.
isn't it? That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so what did you do in school? What did you said you've done your masters?
Yeah. So
What did you do?
So undergraduate, I did economics and management.
Hey, smart boy.
And then for masters, I stayed on and did media, culture, and society.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit different.
So you did a traditional, and then you did, you know, the now
Yeah.
modern subjects.
Yes.
Because, yeah, when I was at uni, we didn't have, like, it just had to be that 5
What
that he had to do? The engineer, the doctor, the lawyer, the doctor again, the nurse. What's the other one? What's the other job? I always forget. Doctor, lawyer, businessman or woman. There's one more job I always forget. But anyway, we'll get back to that. How would you describe your music?
Oh wow.
Describe it. I mean, I've given a little introduction of your music, but how, from your point of view, how would you describe it?
I describe it as the way I try to the way I try to make my music is that I try to make it a reflection of myself.
Yeah.
So, like, I also write as well. So, well, I haven't done it in a bit of time. So I used to write a blog.
Okay.
And it'd just be on like just things that I'm learning or just my life experiences. So it's just me sort of taking that, but taking it into a song format, and just trying to make sure I want it to. When I'm writing music, I almost want it to be like a picture. Like you can see everything that's happening. And make it accessible to people as well. Regardless of course, like I am a Christian, but if you're not a Christian, I still want you to be able to understand it. So that's it from the lyric standpoint. But in terms of the actual music itself, it can vary. It can be quite. I like to make music that's quite melodic and quite easy to listen to. As well as that, it can range from different styles. It can be Afro beats. It can be more like traditional, like 90s rap. It can be more spacey type of songs. It could be like a little garage type.
Okay. So, I mean, basically now you've got to be up with the times, and everywhere you go, like this Afro swing, I only recently heard the phrase, but I'd heard that kind of music. I didn't know what it was called. I've been calling it Afro beats, but it wasn't quite Afro beats. So I think it was only 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
I was like, you're old. You didn't know that one. But it's good that you're an all-rounder. I was going to ask you, do you write your own music? And you just said that you do,
no, definitely.
which is great. I've been listening to your tracks. I'm like,
that's good.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it shortly. How far do you want to take this? What's the dream? What's your dream for the next year, for the next 5 years, 10 years time? Can I even call you? Will I need to go through 4 people to get to you, Tommy? Will I have to say,
that's such a good question.
Tell your secretary to tell their secretary that I need to speak to Tommy?
That's such a good question, because I know for the next year, like, I know for me that I wanna put out an EP, but of course this is something that is birthed from my faith. And I think with a lot of that, like, the whole idea is that when you do things, you don't do it for your own gain. Of course, like, there is an element, there is a financial side to things as well. But the whole idea is that you contribute to the lives of other people. So that's something for me that I'm really, thinking about and trying to figure out myself in terms of what will that look like, because it's very tough to not get caught up in wanting to be in a certain place or wanting to be in a certain position and things like that. But I think the real question for me, I always ask myself, is why do you want to be in that position? And if it's for myself, then I have to retrace my steps, and I have to make sure that if you are in those positions, it has to be to affect other people. And as easy and as politically correct as that sounds, it's not always the case, because you're a human being at the end of the day. So I mean, that's an ongoing process, I think.
Okay. So what's the... I don't know if I should play your song first, or I'm going to ask you this question and I'm going to play your song and get people to, decide what kind of message they're really getting into it. But what is the message that you want to get across in the kind of lyrics that you write?
Oh, wow.
Do you think, should I play the music first? Or you tell me that I'm going to play it and then I'm going to...
Depends which one are you playing.
All right, I really like Cradle.
Oh, really?
I love Cradle. I love the beat. I love them both. The two that I've kind of been playing back and back. Okay. But, all right, let's go with Cradle. I know it's your second single, right?
Is it the second? Third one.
Oh, the shame. I did not do that research.
Fine.
Oh, sorry,
It's
sorry,
fine.
sorry, Darren.
It's fine, but it was actually the first song that I think I ever wrote, like that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you released it third.
Yeah, and that's the music industry
Well,
because
why?
people like to hold on to things and you're calling them and then providing them.
Oh.
So you have to have a plan B at all times.
Oh, well, that's good.
So,
That is good. You knew what. So okay. So what's the name of your first release then?
Oh, first release is called This Is By, and it's
This Is By.
and that's just basically speaking about, because I think at the time it was when our collective first started, and we all met at uni, and so like we've all got like the traditional career paths or so to speak. And so it was something that everybody sort of found quite late, and it sort of just came out of the blue, out of nowhere.
Okay.
So it was just me just really detailing like how we got started, like what our plans and what our intentions were at that time. And within that, it's just me basically saying this is by grace, like, and grace being the fact that this is not really something that comes from us. This is something that
God did.
we thank God that we're actually here, and
Yeah.
so that's what it's really about.
Okay, well, I'm going to do I'm not YouTube DJ today. I'm going to be a SoundCloud DJ.
I like it.
And I'm going to play it, and then we can talk a little bit more about it. So, this is by Tom's.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. You are the guy. You are the guy. Okay.
Nonny. That's right.
Yeah.
Show a men's Dealey on the beat, man. Let's get in. Let's go. Right, AM to the world and back, AM in the white and black, but hey, raw. They call me Tiki Taka Toms when I slide in. So the rap game, man, I had to dive in. Only 1 year since I've been writing. Me and Nonny spitting bars when we're Skyping. Now we're arriving, and it coincides with his timing. Long road, but we stay striving to spread his name from the States to the islands. Cause it's like God brought his gift from the archives. I just press download and slaps on the hard drive. We the living life for the spotlight, something like Marmite. Either way the message stays the same, so it's alright, Lord I just really pray we reach the people, and you turn the stage to a steeple. Lifestyle see you from the preview to the sequel, and let's view our peers as our equals. Cause this is by grace. Yeah, the kingdom's arrived. This is by grace. Let them know. So let the glory arise. This is by grace. So wise. This is by grace. This is by. Cause right now he's just giving me the clues for the tunes when it comes to the ones and twos. When I come about, flows right out the mouth, and I pray the lyrics are a quick thing. In and out the full-time grinds, what I'm juggling. Strong prayer life and some other things. How I find the time, man, it's puzzling. But raw, that's a blessing worth the bothering. And hands up, eyes wide shut when I'm struggling. Woo, let me breathe with it. Type of thing, make a man into sea with it. I don't wanna see any sidetracks, I don't wanna hear any backchat. Big bold letters, you can caps that, but best believe it's a fact that showing on men serving knees in a hatchback. And if I run about, clap backs for a hashtag, it's grace, love and peace straight into the backlash. Been in the lab for a minute now, lost a couple pounds, certified bid a minimum. Standard, done talking, tryna live it out. Coming with a track that's original, penning down these bars on these midnight streets. Heavy aches in the soles of my feet. Hard work but we keep it discreet, but the prayer is we sow when we reap, and the words playing over repeat. This is by grace. Yeah, the kingdom's arrived. This is by grace. So let the glory arise. This is by grace. So wise. This is by grace. This is by. And as I'm giving back the gift that you gave me, Jesus, never let me stray, please. As I'm giving back the gift that you gave me, Jesus, never let me stray, please. As I'm giving back the gift that you gave me, Jesus, never let me stray, please. As I'm giving back the gift that you gave me, Jesus, never let me stray, please. As I'm giving back the gift that you gave me, Jesus, never let me stray, please. As I'm giving back the gift that you gave me, Jesus, never let me stray, please. As I'm giving back the gift that you gave me, Jesus, never let me stray, please.
Wow, Tommy, I really like that.
Thank you very much.
I really, really like it.
Thank you very much.
So that was your first release?
Yeah, that was my first release.
So how many, before you released this, how many songs had you written at that point?
I'd written one.
One, Cradle?
Yeah, that was
Before
it.
that, okay.
That was
Someone was holding on to that, so...
Yeah, I had to get a backup plan.
How long did it take you to write this?
Oh, it's funny because my writing process...
Writing process, that's proper music talk.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? Oh gosh, I watched too many interviews.
That's good.
But, yeah, because at the time, because I write on my way to and from work, like I write in awkward places, I write on the tube, but I don't really get time to like sit down and just write.
Okay.
So it takes me quite, well, it did take me quite a bit of time. Like it's spread out over a few weeks or so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, a few weeks.
Yeah.
But that's really good writing.
Oh,
What? So, this is why you told us, you know, how you got that title. What was your? What was? Can you pinpoint your exact inspiration? Was it like were you just sitting there one day and thought, or how did that?
I think because I heard the beat. Because a producer sent over the beats. I was actually in Nigeria at the time, and sent over 2 beats, and I heard it, and I was just like, I like the beat, but I don't really know what to do with it.
Okay.
And so for me, I'm somebody that, like, when I hear music, like as a fan myself, you have to say something.
Okay.
I'm not saying what you say has to be ridiculously deep. But
Yeah.
you have to catch
It has
me
to
with
mean something.
You know, like, even if like you're talking about going to the shop, describe how you went to the shop and you bought something. Like, just tell me something. Just don't say the same
Thing
cliche stuff
over and over.
again.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm not guilty of doing that myself. So, but yeah. So I think the exact point. Oh, I can't. I don't.
You
know if
can't
there was
pinpoint it.
like a light bulb moment, but I think it was just me just thinking like and just mucking about with things and putting it together.
Okay. All right. So, listeners, I know there's a few people watching on YouTube and on Facebook Live. If you have any questions for Tom's, do call the studio. The number is 0203 002 8482. You can call us on the WhatsApp number also, which is +442 03 002 8482. You can leave a comment on the Facebook page, on the YouTube page. But yeah, you can call in and encourage this young man that seems to be doing such a great job. So I'm really proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the studio line number. So do call in. So Tommy.
Yes. Oh, I should even, before I forget, socials.
And tell us your social media.
Yes, social media. So I'm mainly active on Instagram and Twitter.
Twitter.
Yes.
Twitter.
So my Twitter is Artist Toms. That's ARTIST Toms TOMS.
Yeah.
And my Instagram is the other way around, Tom's Artist.
Tom's Artist.
TOMS ARTIST.
Okay.
And YouTube, Tom's Authentic Music.
Tom's Authentic Music. There's another. Okay, you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook.
How did you forget that one?
I'm on Facebook. But
How did you forget it?
More so, I'm on Facebook.
Oh, it's just you, not Tom's.
I'm not that I have an alter ego, but it's my.
Tommy is on Facebook,
Exactly.
and Tom's is not.
He's there, but
He's just
the
gallivanting.
The page is still under construction.
Oh, I see. So, all right, let's talk about your second single that you released. What is that one called?
Second single is called Diamonds.
Hey.
And I did it with my friend Eliza Shea. She used to be in a collective too.
Okay, is she not in anymore?
No, she's not in it anymore.
Okay, okay.
But still really good friends though.
Okay, that's good.
So, but yeah, and that was really tough because whilst I was doing it, my other friend left the collective as well.
Oh.
So it was just really at a time whereby, like,
Tell me, what did you do to these
I
people?
wasn't doing anything. It just life takes you in different directions.
It's true. It's true.
And
It's
so
true.
stuff we weren't releasing as much music as we wanted to, and it was getting really frustrating because we were going to the studio. We made the song. We were trying to get the song done. Go to the studio and stuff wouldn't work. The files would be getting lost. In fact, the producers, I think his cousin got run over or something.
Oh my
Stuff
gosh.
was just happening, and it was just
There was a
crazy.
lot.
And the song itself was just really detailing just like a tough year that I had in, I think it was either 2018, and it just, a lot of stuff was just happening whereby it was just me really growing, going through growing pains.
Oh.
And so, yeah, the song was just really just putting that into words and
Okay.
speaking about that experience. So.
Okay. So you wrote Diamonds
Oh, yeah, I wrote Diamond.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll have a listen to it shortly. Growing up, what kind of music? I mean, you said you love rap.
Yeah.
But I hope like when you were a bit younger, in the house, what kind of music was your mum playing?
Oh.
Dad, like, you have siblings.
Yeah.
You have 2 sisters.
Yeah.
Right? And you're the youngest.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the last baby. Are your sisters proud of you?
Yeah, they are. They
Yeah.
do support.
Yeah, I see them on social media. Like,
Support, yeah, honestly, so
that's good.
I'm really happy about that.
Shout out to your sisters, man. Shout out to your sisters. They're good girls. So, what kind of music were you hearing in the house at, like, you know, as far back as you can remember?
Oh, as far back as it wasn't so much because my memory's pretty shady. So,
Hey,
but
how old are you?
but it wasn't more. So, it was more so in the car.
Okay.
It's probably like my dad's cassettes and like he used to like a lot of like. That's like Lionel Richie and those type of things as
Good
well.
music.
Yeah, and it is good music to be fair. I give him his props. It is pretty good music. So he likes more so that type of stuff, and so and a lot of music. I remember growing up is more so radio.
Yeah.
So a lot of Choice FM.
When Choice FM was Choice FM, yeah.
exactly,
Okay.
Choice FM, Heart Radio, but that was a lot of cheesy music to be fair.
It's good
But I
music,
had
it's
one or
good
two
music.
bangers. So yeah, that was mainly it.
Okay. What is who's your all-time favorite artist?
All-time favorite rapper.
You can have 2.
All right.
Like, do you want 2? You can have 1.
I'll take one.
One.
I'll
Wow.
take
Like
one.
people are usually like, I don't know.
No.
Tell me one.
Nas, 100%.
Nas.
Yeah, I love
He's
Nas.
good.
I love
I-
Nas.
What's Nas doing these days? Is that I've not heard.
I think.
I guess I don't look for his music,
Fair.
but I've not. You know, back in the days, like you'll hear
Yeah.
there'll be something with Nas,
He's like
and then but
in his
now.
40s or 50s now. So I mean,
Well, I think he's probably 40s, mid 40s.
yeah, I know he set up like an investment company.
Yes,
so-
he did, didn't he?
so, I
Yeah.
mean, that probably keeps him quite busy.
Investing his money, which is something actually, I think a lot of artists, some of them don't have good people around them,
Yeah,
so
100%.
financially, after a while, they're not at all stable.
Yeah.
They go bankrupt, and
It's true.
but they make so much money during their fame days.
Yeah.
But it's a case, I suppose, they don't have financial advisors around them. So, in your 5-year plan,
Yeah.
what good financial decisions are you going to be making? Like
Oh,
even now, I know you're
yeah.
saying that you're spending money. You're probably might be putting out more money
Yeah.
than maybe you're getting in at the moment. But
Yeah.
it's all
So,
like it's the opportunity cost, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think the key thing for us right now is, whilst we may not be making a ton of money at the moment,
Yeah.
we can definitely do a lot to save money. So
Yeah.
whether that means rather than going to studios and paying £20 to £30 an hour,
Yeah,
you invest that money into building your own studio, and you get it. You connect with producers, and you have them on board, and you make them part of the actual collective.
yeah.
So that way you don't have to pay anything. So
Okay.
the cost then for releasing a song might go from maybe like £60 to practically nothing.
Okay,
And
that's saving.
Yeah, if you can imagine, if you want to do an EP that's 8 songs, or it's what I think 480. I hope that's not
Wow.
wrong. in terms of the maths. But we'll say 10 songs. That's £600.
Chat.
So
that's
you
money.
can imagine how much gets saved just by doing that.
Okay.
And even just in terms, if it does get to that stage of like record labels and things like that, just ensuring that you're patient and you read all the T's and C's, and even whilst I'm on this independent journey, really trying to get on carving out a vision of what I want, so that when something does come along, I know where I'm trying to go, so I'm not easily enticed.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, what's been your I only use the word struggle, but what's been your hustle, actually? What's been your hustle this time that you've decided that you want to be an artist is a serious thing? Eventually, of course, you want to do that full time. That's how you want to make your millions. But what's been your, what's the hustle? How hard have you been hustling to get this? Are you chasing people down? Are you doing your research? Are you trying to get your face out there as much as possible? How are you doing it? Who are you speaking to? Are you like being extra so that your face is out there so people recognize you? What are you doing? And there's two of you, right?
Yeah, there's two of us.
Okay, so both of you. What are you guys? Oh, who's the other person? Men's.
Yeah.
Okay, you said. All right.
So,
what are you guys doing?
yeah, I think the thing for us, because we actually had a meeting at the top of the year about it, because we've got two other guys in the collective, one that sort of like deals with events and another guy that sort of handles like the PR. And they were basically just giving us feedback in terms of, for us, I think sometimes we get so caught, we just want to make music.
Yeah.
In this industry, you've got to do a lot more than that. So being a lot more consistent with your social media and planning around that. So have you got a schedule for social media for a year so that people know that you're consistent?
Yeah.
Because I think even though things might be happening, and if you don't talk about it, no one's going to know.
Yeah.
And if people think that, and when people don't hear from you, particularly with music, they think you're not interested anymore. So for me, it's building up that consistency around that.
It's quite hard though, isn't it?
It's very tough.
I try to, like, I've got my own little business that I try to, in my head, I'm posting every day. I'm going to be posting every day. I'm going to be consistent every morning, just like even if it's say hello. Sometimes I don't post anything for 2 weeks because you've got to be really dedicated. So have you set an alarm? Have you got a schedule?
Yeah, pretty. So, I mean, at the moment, I'm on a bit of a social media break, but
How?
How? I want to say just for myself and my own well-being, but usually I just try and keep in mind whereby like I'm going to post something each week. So if I know I've got a performance coming up, I'm not just thinking I've got a performance. I'm thinking I've got pictures. I'm thinking I've got a few clips.
Okay.
And that's content.
Yeah.
You can break up. And you can space out over a really long period of time, and I think that's where like working in PR really helps, because you've got to
that's
do
true
that for your clients, so you know how like a calendar works. If there's key dates in the year,
you're the guy to speak to, yeah.
Key dates in the year, then you know that alright, if when I'm doing that day, it's not just an event, it's something for my social media, or even just being very intentional. So is there like a 5 tips that you could give out to people on being an artist? Even though you may not be at the top, you still got something to say. So I think for me, like, I've got ideas on what to do, but it's just the execution. That's really the thing that I know for me that I've just got to be consistent with. And so
Okay. So if right now a young artist comes to you, or somebody who's just started, it doesn't have to be young, they can be any age, but somebody who's just really trying to put their foot through the door and they want to do it, like that's their passion, but they just really don't know where to begin, and they come to you, what kind of advice are you going to be giving them?
I know for me, it depends, because I think particularly if just taking a little step aside, if they were Christian, I'd be asking them why they want to do it, because their motives are very important. But I think the general advice I give them is just start writing first and foremost. And find somewhere, and what I'd say to them is build up maybe like 10 songs or something along those lines, so that when you put one song out, you have a steady stream, and you're consistent, because that's what sort of happened to us. Whereby when we first started our collective, it went well in the sense we were putting out music and we had a little buzz, but and putting out videos as well. But because of circumstances, the supply line stopped and we couldn't put anything out for a little period.
Okay.
So the buzz sort of dies down a bit, but when you're in control of what you're putting out, you can make it a lot more, because consistency is the key.
That's true.
That's it.
That's true. How do you keep motivated? Because I can imagine that sometimes, you know, there's going to be quite a lot of knockbacks.
Yeah.
There's going to be venues that, you know, you're going to want to perform at. Like, no, you might want to open for somebody, and, you know, the knockbacks. How do you get over that? I know, obviously, you're a man of faith, so, like, what is your go-to thing to kind of snap back to that good level of motivation?
Yeah, I think for me, I think a lot of it is I really enjoy it.
Okay, that's good.
I just really like it, and I really like.
Just like it.
I love making music.
Love it.
I love making music. So
Okay.
I think like I'm somebody that I wouldn't say there's not a lot that I'm passionate about, but there's not a lot that really grabs me like this.
Like,
so I mean, like, it's fun. Like, why would I not do it? You know.
Yeah.
Like, so I just really enjoy it. So I mean, in the midst of, there's been times where I'm like, oh, what the heck am I doing? Like, I should be thinking about like trying to buy a house. If I was, rather than using this time to like spend money on music, I could be making a business. I could get a side hustle. I could do so many different things. But then you're just like, I really like doing it. So,
this is what I love.
So I mean, yeah.
It's good that you. How old are you now? Do you mind me asking?
No, it's fine.
How?
24.
You're 24.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, young man. And it's, I think, obviously, I'm just a little bit older than you, not too much, just a little bit. But I'm happy when I see like young people have a drive, they have a passion, and because even like sometimes I'm like to myself, what is it that I love? What is it that I'm passionate about? Am I working towards what my passion is? Am I every day, am I taking time out to work on that passion of mine? And you're doing it. So I think it's great when you identify first what it is that your passion is. You understand how much work that you've got to put in for that passion to come into fruition. So I'm really happy, obviously, to see that you've got that drive and you're doing it, and you know it's not going to be like an easy thing, but you're going for it.
Yeah.
You're going for it. So
it's definitely is, and as would I say I do it after hold my hands up, to be honest. I think about it every day, but in terms of life is busy at the end of the day as
it's
well.
true. Life gets in the way.
I mean, yeah.
All right. We've got some people on the social.
Yeah.
The social. So I don't know, there's not that many. Is there football on something? Okay, so DJ Mahama, good evening. He's one of the presenters here. He's dancing. There's like a emoji, dancing emoji. Hi, Junior. Theo's joined in. Okay, so Ankara is on there. Kwame. Hello, guys. Hi, Nay. Hi, Deepa. Akwesi Sam, good evening, and thank you all for joining us. We are live. You can call us. The studio line is working, I believe, and it's open. Call, talk to Tommy, talk to myself. What questions do you have for him? General questions, it's fine. The telephone number is 0203 002 8482 if you're calling from the UK. If not, we are on WhatsApp.
That's it.
WhatsApp, yes. So it's +44 203 002 8482. Yeah, you can call us from wherever you are in the world as long as you've got internet.
That's it.
Call us, and you know, Call us, isn't it? These people should just call us. Don't you want to talk to us?
Honestly.
We want to talk to you. That's it. All right. So I asked you about the message, but I played it first, right?
Yeah.
So, and you told me about that message. So we're gonna go on to your next single.
Okay.
Do you want to introduce it?
Yes.
You can introduce it, and actually, if you could also tell me what the mood was when
I made it.
When you made it, what were you
wow.
thinking?
Wow. So
Am I asking hard questions?
no, you're not. But
Okay.
I'm just taking myself back. To
Take
when you
it
asked what the
back.
mood was. I have to flick back.
All right.
Take myself there.
So is this Diamonds?
Oh, so
Is-
it depends which one.
No. What's the second single that you released?
Second single is Diamonds. Third single is Cradle.
Okay, so let's go with Diamonds.
Okay.
Right. What's inspired? Oh, you told me what
Diamonds.
what inspired Diamonds. But so for that one as well, do you remember the time when you said, "I'm going to write it"? Was it something you said you were going through
Yeah.
a difficult time?
I think that was probably the easiest verse that I've ever written.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Easiest verse. Because I think when something's so real,
Mhm.
it doesn't take time for you to start rapping about it. Because at the start I said, I said, "Oh Lord, I just got to give praise because I just went from £0 up to minimum wage."
Wow.
And you think about that, and you're just like, "You're from nothing to minimum wage." Right?
Wow.
And I said, "I know that sounds crazy, but I know
It's yeah.
But because I think it was just me reflecting on the last year or two, even because I came out of uni,
Mhm.
did a master's.
Mhm.
My grades were good. Like I was somebody that I just didn't focus on education. I was always career orientated as well and trying to
Okay.
think of my next steps. And I didn't have a job for nearly a year.
Wow.
And you're just like, what is happening? In actual fact, to go into detail, I had an internship lined up for 6 months. So I was going to go into journalism.
Mhm.
And after that, I was going to go off to China for another 6 months
Okay.
with the British Council.
Okay.
And I came out the shower one day and both of them just dissipated.
It's a lie.
Both of them just went.
How?
And so, well,
Oh my God.
The story's a story. So,
Wow.
with the internship, because I was doing a dissertation at the time,
Mhm.
they wanted me to start on a certain day. I
Okay.
couldn't really do it.
Yeah.
And I was back and forth, and I said, "Could you postpone it?" They messaged me back and said, "Yeah, that's fine." So I was like, "That's great." Went into the shower, so excited. Came out of the shower, and they sent me a recall message.
Oh.
And they sent me another message, and they were like, "Actually, we're really, really sorry to do this, but there's actually no budget allocated for the next year. So
Wow.
we're unfortunately going to have to take the internship away."
Oh no.
And I'd run around with my big mouth and went and told everyone, "I got an internship."
Oh, Tommy.
And yeah, it got taken away. And so during that time, I was just so dumbfounded by the whole situation. And of course, I had the British Council situation going on, and I was just praying about it. And I was like, "God, what about British Council?" I just felt God was just saying to me, like, "Not now." So
yeah.
So I literally had to go. I had an offer, and they were going to pay for flights. They pay for your accommodation. Like it's fine.
Sorted.
Like it's all sorted. And I had to message them back saying, "Yep, so I'm going to have to decline the offer."
Wow.
Bang. And for a year, I was in my dressing gown. In my dressing gown at home, and you're looking at your friends from uni, and like you're just like, well, like I'm just a smart. Like, why am I not getting through it? And I'm a very when it comes, I'm a dynamic person. Like, I just love to I love life. Like, I just love jumping into stuff. So for me to just be held back,
yeah,
like,
it's
that's
tough.
some of the worst. Those are one of the worst feelings. I hate
Oh
it.
wow.
So yeah. So when I was writing that, it was just like that's why I was just writing away. So when I'm saying I just went for £0, I had to do an internship. Well, I did an internship. They paid me minimum wage on the internship, but I was just at the time. I just thank God because
You weren't in your nightgown.
Yeah, I remember going into. I'll be honest. I remember going into Five Guys with some of my friends from school at one point, and like I think I was so low on cash, I had to turn to my friend and just be like, oh, please, like, could you help me take this one? And he was like, it's not even a thing. So like, I've been in those situations, like, I've been in those tough times, and thankfully, like, had parents helping me out. Some people don't as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I was writing it, it was just like, the whole idea is diamonds. I hope I'm not rambling, but it's diamonds, as in when you go, pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's a great story behind that. And you know, sometimes when we're going through that time, we don't really see it. We don't see why. And I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. All the worst things, it's just preparing you for something great. Who knows, if you had gone to China, you won't be passionate about your passion anymore, or something. You never know. But obviously at the time you're going through that, that's not what you want to hear. That's not, it's just something terrible has happened. So I think we're going to have to listen to this song that came out of this amazing story. Oh. Where are you? See ya.
But I just gotta give praise, cause I just went from £0 up to minimum wage. And yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but I ain't ashamed, cause it's still in your palm. I remain, feels like time froze on my goals. I let go then let go, cause I'm tired of living life with heavy sighs and some eye rolls. How this thing's working for my good, how do I know? But destiny is written and I can't see a typo. What's my role? I am gonna consider it pure joy, cause I am making news to a man from a boy. And these are plans to build and never to destroy.
And I'm giving thanks for it,
cause there are shifts that my eyes can't see.
said I'm giving thanks for this one, cause diamonds are what you will make from me, cause diamonds are what you will make from me, cause diamonds are what you will make from me, cause diamonds are what you will make from me, cause diamonds are out of the ashes I will rise, keep my head up to the sky, even though sometimes I wonder why I go through these trials, going under pressure just like a diamond, purify me like silver and gold, pressing forward to my destiny, and through these trials you're preparing me, but I am confident in this, that you have begun a good work in me, and through refining spiral, carry on and I will finish strong, yeah, cause diamonds are what you will make from me, cause diamonds are what you will make from me, cause diamonds are what you will make from me, cause diamonds are what you will make from me, cause diamonds are, yeah.
I guess it's all about perspective when it comes to dreams and visions on my checklist. So many on there that I know I ain't collected, but I see W's when I get introspective, quiet and centered, counting my blessings. This thing called success I'm counting by some different metrics. On a rocky road for a while, but I guess if you wanna go global, gotta go through some domestics, cause it's like so authentic. I can't stress this, if he said it, then he meant it. It's in the power of them words that I'm dependent. 2-4 and a backslash before the 7. I got tired of the stressing, had to get to stepping. Really let them lessons resonate for a second. Trying to dance in the rain, that's the essence. Come on, what you reckon? See, I'm a diamond in the making.
They're all coming out. You're not. You're definitely.
Do you know what? Do you know what I've done? Do you know what I did?
What did you do?
The last how many minutes? The phone has been on mute.
Wow.
What is this? So people have missed your story. They've missed their process.
Wow.
We're gonna have to come back to it. You know that, don't you?
So have they? So they can't hear anything.
They did not hear much.
Oh wow.
But it's only been a few moments. I apologize. And you see, you guys, nobody even messaged me to tell me that you couldn't hear us. What is this? Oh, Tommy, I'm so sorry. I failed. Put me away. I gotta just have to ask you the questions again.
Right.
Do you want to go for it? Before we get into your next song,
Yeah.
which is Cradle. Wow. I can't believe I did that. But I can believe it. Because I'm known for doing that sometimes. I am known for it. I'm going to go straight into your song.
Right.
And then you can tell us a bit more
That sounds
about it and so what we're going to listen to?
good. Gonna listen to Cradle.
Cradle.
It's a very bouncy one.
Okay.
Vibey.
Is it so? What kind of flow is this? Is this like the Afro swing, jazz?
This is Afro swing.
This is Afro swing.
This is straight Afro swing.
Like, I need to know where the Afro swing thing came from, because I knew Afro beats and then I knew swing, and who put it together? Why?
I don't. I'm not.
It's just
clued
there.
up on swing music. I can see the Afro element, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know where the swing. Part
They have
came.
just put two
Just
together,
put the swing, and that was it.
and that was it.
That
Bam.
was it.
Okay,
That was it.
let's go. All right. This is Cradle by Toms. So when I say your name, do I have to say T dot? No, I just say Toms.
Please,
Toms is
just
okay.
say Toms.
All right.
Toms is right.
Cradle to the cradle to the what? Hey, cradle, like. Cradle to the grave, both eyes on the grace. I keep my eyes wide, so I gotta run my race. Cradle to the grave, both eyes on the grace. No up, down, sideways, I'm just all about my race. Cradle to the grave, both eyes on the grace. I keep my eyes wide, so I gotta run my race. Cradle to the grave, both eyes on the grace. No up, down, sideways, I'm just all about my paint paragraphs, a man of art on a narrow path. And JC's the only name up on the boulevard. I quit wishing on a star, a closed door on the past. And now the grey skin tight like a leotard, I'm clean with it. My sin, stayed it up on the deep so the devil don't win. That's why I feel relief when the end of time ends. I'm just trying to touch your soul with a click of my pen. Change your life with it, it's the kind of life that the world ain't used to. Christ-like flows, dibble dabble with a new school. Love around the globe, I'm just living by the two rules. Most high over I, yeah, that's something unusual. Now how about that for an introduction? I got the church scene sounding like a function, and this year's looking lit up in London. I praise him, cause he saved me from the dungeon. Cradle to the grave, both eyes on the grace. I keep my eyes wide, so I gotta run my race. Cradle to the grave, both eyes on the grace. No up, down, sideways, I'm just all about my race. You know me, I don't rhyme for a settlement. And word to Mel, pray and pattern be the regimen. Far from a veteran, mindset militant. Time has been due and I'm just coming with a diligence. A couple gems like you're live at a TED event, but I stay loose with a groove. That's why I don't need a grey goose to make a man bust a move with the 10 toes in his 2 shoes. And it can be the O2 with the school halls. I keep my eyes sky high, I does what I do. I got a fresh perspective and a different point of view. Ever since I got a fresh taste of the good news, really who knew? And man like I could be rhyming on this kind of vibe. And have my eyes aligned up with the love of Christ. Yeah, it's a problem, trying to bring the source and the substance, coming with the grace and abundance. Cradle to the grave, both eyes on the grace. I keep my eyes wide, so I gotta run my race. Cradle to the grave, Oh, vibes on the grace. No up, down, sideways. I'm just all about my race. 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 I'm just all about my grade out to the grave. Oh, vibes on the grace.
Okay. Tell us about that one.
Well,
Yay.
do you want to know? Do you want to know how it was?
Yeah, I want the story.
The story, okay.
I want the story behind this one.
The writer's block.
The writer's block.
Yeah. So this one I initially started writing it on a coach back from Leicester, but I had a real writer's block whereby I just couldn't, for whatever reason, like I just couldn't find like the right words to put into it, and I was just racking my brain, and I was just like, God, what is happening? And it was just literally a process whereby I think a few words started coming in and it began to flow, but I think I had to learn like within that just how to pull back and just relax.
Yeah.
Especially with writing, because I'm somebody who really loves to like, yeah, I just love to control the process and get everything in depth, and this means that, and this has got a meaning for that, and but sometimes you just have to relax and enjoy.
And just let it go.
Exactly.
Just let it flow.
That is it.
So before you started writing it though, did you have an idea? How do you do, like when you're writing?
It depends. It depends, because it can just be like, it's got to be something that I'm thinking about. It's got to be something that's got depth for me to work with as a concept, and that doesn't mean it has to be ridiculously serious.
Yeah.
But if I was to write a song about going to the shop, I might really feel like writing. I might really feel strongly about going to the shop, and I want to build out that concept. So, but I think I was in the shower as well when like I finally put the concept together, and I was like,
wow.
So yeah, let me just work with that. So.
And you did. And so when it got to like, you'd obviously put in some words, some lyrics. Is that what you musicians say? Some lyrics went in there.
Words, whichever one you want.
Took some out, put some back in. At what point did you stand back and say, "It is finished"?
Yeah, it's finished. Oh, good question. Oh, that's a toughie. I think. Oh gosh, it's like trying to remember that point where you're like, do you know what? Like this is cool.
This will do. This is fine.
This is cool as it is. I think
Swear.
Once it gets to a point, once I finish the second verse, yeah, I think that's where I'm like, do you know what? Like we're good on this, and
It's
I hear
good.
it back.
Yeah.
And I'm going for it, and I'm going. If I say it's all right, yeah, that sounds good. All right, cool, that's fine.
It's all right. So, do you walk around the house singing your songs? You don't?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Okay.
I'm like, one of my friends was like, he was saying, oh, I don't get any energy from you when you talk about music. Like, I think in my head, I just sort of compartmentalize it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, music is like over there, but I'm me at the end of the day. And but at the same time, I think it's just growing to learn the process that that's all of you.
Yeah.
And fully embracing it as well. So that's a journey in itself.
Okay. So I know that you said that you've done a few, like, quite a bit of live performances. Yeah. What's your aim? Like, are you aiming to do maybe, like, once every few months, a few a year? How are you choosing what you do, or are people approaching you? How are you putting yourself out there?
Yeah, I mean,
you work in PR, so like,
yeah, exactly. That's another thing. So
you're using it to your advantage,
yeah. So I mean, it's a mixture of both. There's somewhere where I put myself forward. Like I've even got a performance coming up on the 13th, which I put myself forward
of
for.
April.
Yeah, 13th of April.
Tell us about it.
So it's in Barnsbury, and I'll be performing alongside a few other artists.
Okay.
It's with a company called True Life Promo. I think tickets are like £5.
Okay.
So
is it just lots of different artists, or is
it's just
what kind of
mainly rappers.
Okay.
Just mainly rappers.
Oh, it's a rap thing.
Yeah, mainly
Okay.
rappers. But for me, I'm always available for bookings. That's toms.inquiries@gmail.com. That's if you
Okay.
ever want to. Or you can just message me on social.
On social, what's your social links again?
Social links are at Tom's Artist for Instagram, TOMSARTIST. Back to front on Twitter.
Twitter.
Tom's Artist Tom's. Artist Tom's, ARTIST.
Okay. So how are you preparing for this, your next event?
That's a good question.
Do you have like, what do you guys call it? The sessions?
A little rehearsal.
Rehearsal
We're
sessions, jam sessions.
Where it's funny, because my friend who used to be in a collective, this is not why he left, by the way. But
Okay.
we always used to. We always used to. We're so different in the sense that he likes things when it comes to things like this. He loves it to be structured and like this is what we're doing. This is where we're gonna go. Da, da, da. Whereas I'm literally off the cuff.
Okay.
Like, I'll wait until like the last minute. I'll just be sitting back, and then whatever happens.
Really?
And goes from there.
So does that mean you're not nervous before you go on stage?
I don't know. Of course you get nerves, but the nerves are good.
The nerves are good.
They're good.
They're very good. Yeah.
They're really good because they give you energy. I think my general demeanor as a person, I come across sometimes as quite relaxed.
Okay.
So I think if I didn't have those nerves, it wouldn't give me that same bounce or that same energy when I'm on stage because it's just it's a little like it's like an electricity shock. So, but yeah, we need to get better at rehearsals.
You schedule more in. Like, so do you rehearse also even when you don't have a show coming up? You don't. So what if you get like something like really quick?
If you get something really quick, but if it depends because if it's me, I know my set.
Okay.
If I'm doing it with Men's, me and Men's, when we first started off, before the collective, it was myself and Men's, because we did our first.
You're the original founders. You're the founding members.
Pardon?
You're the founding members.
All of myself. But so we did quite a lot of performances together. So we know each other. We know each other's songs. We know our set that we go to.
Yeah.
But of course, there's always still room for improvement. So we sort of like rely on that quite a bit. But like, if we got a performance like next week, we know the set. You
know the set.
And we're off.
Okay. So, Men's, is he also? What's his? Like, you write the music. Do you all have like your different strengths?
Yeah.
Within the team.
100%.
What is? Like you write the music.
Men's writes his own because we're not a group. We're like literally. I suppose we're an unofficial record label, whereas Men's has got his own music, he's got his own career. But we just band together just as one unit, just to help each other. And because we're friends before music anyway, so just like we may as well do it. So two heads are better than one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we all have different. We're so different, which is good.
But it seems to be working.
Yeah,
so
it's good.
That's a good thing. So, what do you project for yourself to like between now and the end of the year? What have you got set up? Like what shows you want to be doing? What big events? Who are you going to be talking to?
That's a good question.
Are you going to do like a little tour? Because I know you've done some radio stations.
Yeah.
I've been checking it out. Like, you didn't give me the exclusive, but that's okay.
I don't know if it gave anyone.
When you drop your next single, I want the exclusive. Do you hear me?
It's
okay. Me. Bullying. It's okay. But yeah, what are you projecting for yourself?
I'm projecting, hope by God's grace, an actual project. I think getting an EP out is pretty much a must.
Please, in layman terms, which one is EP?
Oh, I don't even know myself.
Is that like an album?
I think. Someone's gonna have to correct me because but I think EP is maybe like 5 or 6 songs, but I want to make 8 songs on it, so I just like EP as a word rather than mixtape. So I will continue calling it an EP with 8 songs.
Okay.
But so getting that out, just so that there's a body of work
Yeah.
for people to go to. Because I think obviously if you know me, then you know me as a person, which is great. But if you don't know me, you've only really got 3 songs to go by. But I want a project whereby you can get a real flavour for what I'm trying to do musically. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. So by the end of the year.
Oh, hopefully mid-year, but you never know.
Okay. By the end of the year, how many shows would you have done?
Oh, that's a good question. Do you know what's funny? Because this is something that, like, the wider team in the collective was talking to us about. Because I'm not really somebody that I love making the music. I like performing; it's great.
Yeah.
I love making the music.
You're more of a...
I'm a bit more of like just making it and putting it out. So when it comes to like performances and stuff like that, I can go a little bit of time without a performance.
And you're right.
I won't really be too fussed about it, but at the same time, it's understanding that's a pretty significant part. That's how you increase your fan base. That's how you connect with more people. That's how people take you as a person as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've got another about 30 minutes to go. Have you got have you got a song in mind at the moment? Are you writing anything at the moment? Are you in the middle? Just started?
I've got a few songs that I'm writing because I'm
a few.
Yeah,
so you don't finish one and then you have a few going at the same time.
It depends because it depends on how you feel because like you don't want to force anything, and that's a tough thing because you have your own plans and your own schedule.
Yeah.
But like take the last week for example, I haven't had that wave yet. There's a song I've been working on. I've just sort of hit like not a wall, but I'm just like.
It's a pause.
No, it's a pause.
It's a pause. It's not a full stop. It's a pause.
That is the best way to describe it. It's a pause. So yeah, you can jump. Ideally, I like to stick to one and get it done, but you can jump.
It's good to have a. So you've always got an option to, depending on how you feel.
Different days. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna send a shout out to some more people who's joined on Facebook, but they are not talking. But it's okay. Bright, hello. Hi Jennifer. Hi Denise. Hi Kaz. Docas is on there. Hi Uncle Ken Ken. Oh, this guy did something great for me today. It's my Uncle Ken Ken. It's my brother-in-law's brother. But Uncle Ken Ken, because the kids couldn't say Uncle Kojo when they were little.
So they called it Uncle Ken.
Uncle Ken Ken, and now everybody calls.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I forget his name. So hey, Uncle Ken Ken. Hi Martha. Hi Daniel. Eben. Hi Bright. Bright said something. Yay. How are you guys this evening? What's going on out there? You guys are very quiet, but that's okay. Tom and I we have plenty to talk about. Do we not?
Yeah, we do.
We do, because I'm learning about music. I might want to, because I like to write.
Yeah, do it.
I like to write, but no, I'm like, I don't have that. It will frustrate me if I come to a pause for a long time. It will frustrate me.
It does get frustrating.
But I do like to write. So in saying that, from what I'm getting from it as well, is the writing is actually your main passion. The writing of it, making the music, putting it together. But you like the writing.
Yeah, I like writing. I do like the writing.
So, will you write for other artists?
That's something that it's funny because I was speaking about that last week. Would I actually ghostwrite for somebody? I wouldn't say no to it. I wouldn't say no to it. If there's a song that, if I had like a ton of songs that I made and I was just mucking about with a concept, and like it's there, and it's not like, I wouldn't say give them leftovers because that's bad marketing.
No.
But
you give them something.
Yeah, if there's something that I have and somebody else wanted to use it, potentially I could.
Okay. So, I don't actually know how artists approach writers. Do they approach writers or do writers approach artists?
I'm not too sure of the process myself because I've never really been involved with it. But I think it might be something of a more organic process whereby they say, oh, do you know what, I really want, let's work together, Okay. So I'm not too sure who makes the first approach, to be honest.
So if somebody wants to book you, I'm not going to ask for like your exact fees. Do you have fees at the moment, or are you doing a lot of freebies at the moment to get your face out there?
At the moment, we're a lot more open to freebies, but at the same time, if somebody wants,
You
to
need
come
the
with
cash.
I will not say
Pay
no to
somebody.
that. So I mean, but yeah, I mean, we're open depending on what. Yeah, we're open. We're open throughout the year as well.
Okay. Cool. So if somebody wants to book you, they are doing what?
They're going to Tom's TOMS.inquiries
Yals.
@gmail.com, or you can just message me on my social media platforms,
Which is what?
Tom's Artist on
which one?
Twitter.
On Twitter.
No, Tom's Artist on Instagram. Sorry,
Hey,
I'm
my
so
friend,
sorry.
what is this? What's going on?
Artist Tom's at Twitter. That's it.
Do I need to give you water?
A little bit.
You want water? I'll get you water. Don't worry. Okay, cool. So, guys, if you want to book Tom, his music is out on SoundCloud.
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all of them.
You are everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
You are just traveling around
Everywhere and everywhere.
wide web.
That's it.
Yeah. So actually, last time when you came, I touched on that when we started.
Yeah.
When you were here last year,
Yeah.
we were talking about social media.
Yeah.
And I think most of us agree that we do spend quite a lot of time on social media. But right now, if you have any sort of business, if you're an artist trying to get yourself out there, because many people have been discovered on things like YouTube
Yeah, 100%.
and social media. So really, for your craft, you need social media. You need to get out there to, like I was saying, that the way when I was growing up, we had cassettes.
Yeah.
Like there was no, I mean, the internet was there, but it wasn't like the social media wasn't really a thing. It was just somewhere that maybe send an email,
Yeah.
you know, and like, but it wasn't as wide as this. So now somebody in a village somewhere can listen to you.
It's true.
So you need social media.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Although you're saying that you're taking a little pause
Yeah.
from social media.
Yeah.
As an artist, is that a career suicide? Or is it, can you recover? Will you recover?
I will recover.
When you come back, will people wait? Would they be waiting for you
They'll be
and,
waiting.
you know, just be like, oh, you're back, Tommy?
They'll be waiting. And I think, yeah, I think you've gotten, before the music and before like, of course, your own goals and your ambitions, I think wherever you want, I think this is just general life, wherever you want to go, you have to make sure that you're okay first, like, as well, as an individual.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're not going to be
That's
any good to
very
anyone
important.
else. So, but I think in terms of, you know, the whole, like, you have to be out there, and yeah, to a certain point, you do need to get your face out there. But I mean, this is the whole. There's so many different ways I think you can navigate it. Yeah, it may be a situation where you have a policy whereby you might check it, you might post. And you delete it off your phone, and then you check it next week and reinstall the app, and you do it that way. Or you may have a wider team. You may have somebody who,
like a PA.
not
A
a PA, not a PA, not a PA, a PA.
Soon.
But somebody in your team, or somebody that you can trust, and they can then filter any inquiries, anything that is of relevance, of significance back to you. But that's the reason why, you know, like within our collective, like we've got a group of people. Like I to be honest, I still manage my own social media.
Okay.
But I think there's different ways you can do it to preserve your own well-being.
Yeah.
But
That's
I think
true.
it's just about thinking outside of the box.
Because I think that sometimes I'm really on it.
Yeah.
I'm really like, oh, I'm gonna check this, what's going on. You're like, oh, you are doing this, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like there gets to a point where you kind of start comparing.
Yeah, facts.
Sometimes, and that will take you out of your lane, and we know we need to stay in our lane.
It's true.
So I think it's definitely good to take a step back from social media and get the balance. I think I spend too much time on there sometimes, and sometimes I just don't bother to I can honestly say that there was a time I used to check it every time. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll pray, and that was the next thing I'll do.
Me too.
I don't do it anymore. I don't. I've made, like, over the last few weeks, when I wake up in the morning, I pray and I just kind of lie back. And I have the urge. I want to pick it up, but like, what's happened? What am I missing out on? Who's messaged me? And I'm like, no, your phone doesn't rule your life. Stop it. Don't do it.
It's true.
But there's definitely, like, having conversations with people. People have said that there's a sense of missing out.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
It's big, because I think that's what a lot of these networks sort of bank on, because like, they'll even send you might even get a Twitter sending you a message at so and so, like, this person, one of your followers and this follower has liked, and 56,000 others have liked this tweet.
Can you imagine?
So you're thinking, what are they
Just
like?
what's going on?
I'm just going about my day, and you're thinking, what?
They're
what
telling me
like?
to look at this,
It's
and
just
I
like,
didn't
I
ask.
didn't, and I missed out on the next big wow.
Yeah.
But what's funny is that one thing I found is, if it is that big, if it is that serious, and if it is that entertaining, you'll find a way to get to me.
This is true.
Because people will talk about it on your WhatsApp chat. People will talk about it in person. Somebody will bring out their phone and show me. So,
It'll get to
it
you.
will get to me if it is that good. I will not miss out. And even if you do miss out, what are you missing out on? Like, there's a lot of things in life that you could be doing. So I mean, like, but it's a lot easier said than done, though. So.
It's true. It's got its good side and its bad side.
Exactly.
But yeah, what is? Are you building up a fan base? Would you say? Have you got?
But I think my fan base is more so people that are close to me.
Okay, of course, because
and you know what's funny about that is, because like, it sounds like my fan base is people that are close to me, but
there should be.
I've actually really noticed is that that's actually got a huge amount of value, because my friends listening to my music, like, how my friends come up to me and be like, no, bro, do you know what? Like, I actually listen to your music.
Yeah. As
in, like, not just I've put this up, can you make sure you take a listen? It's like, no, like, even if I didn't know you, I listened to it. And I think, for me, like, I didn't really respect it at first, because, like, my main focus was people that I didn't know. Yeah. Which, for whatever reason, tends to be the focus. But if you can win somebody who knows you, knows that you,
and they believe in you,
haven't been doing this for a long time, and you change their perception, like, do you know what, like, this is I'm not even listening to this because you're my friend, I'm listening to it because it's of quality, it's because it contributes something. I've really found a lot of value in that. So
your tribe is definitely, I think, your best critics, your best marketing managers, like your mum's been. She's getting you out there.
Very true.
I definitely think that and then when people also just message you and they're like, that was quite good, you know, you've done a good job, you're doing well. It's a nice feeling, isn't it?
It's so crazy. I've had the most, like, people from uni, people from secondary that I haven't spoken to in years, or people that I wouldn't really feel getting in touch, wouldn't really think would get in touch. Just message me out of the blue and be like,
you're doing a good job.
And when you see stuff like that, you're just like, wow, and I didn't even realise I was impacting that many people.
That's the thing.
So it's so encouraging.
That's the thing, and it's great. So, you know, yes, well done to everybody who encourages. Because it just takes one word, doesn't it? Like, sometimes you can just be in that space or in that funk, and you're like, you know what, I'm doing this because I love it, but it's probably not making an impact. And then somebody will message you and say, oh, you know, I listened to that the other day, and I really loved it. And, like, sometimes even this show, I haven't, and I had this conversation with a friend the other day, and I was saying that I don't really take myself serious. Like, when it comes to this show, I try to be serious about it, but it started off as a challenge to myself. Now, I really enjoy it, but I've never really felt like I make an impact. But then I'll get, like, little messages like, oh, you know, it was really good that you talked about that. I really enjoyed it. And when I go off gallivanting, it's like, where are you? Like, my Wednesday's a bit boring. I'm like, like, you like actually listen, you like are quiet, but you actually like you're listening. You know, do you know what I mean? It's like so it's really encouraging, and I think it's not. It's good to have people like that, and then when you yourself also do it for other people, because it has to start from your little circle, and then they'll speak to their little circle, and that's how you start a whole avalanche of good vibes, and you know, getting things out there. So it's definitely good to cater for your immediate circle for it to go out. So yeah, I mean, you know that they're not to be taken for granted. So that's a great thing. So Tom, if I said I want to sing, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a singer, what are you advising me? Don't ask me to rap.
As in, like, if you wanted to...
me, now, I want to be...
If you want to do it,
I want to do it. What's the first question you're going to ask me? You know, I like what you're doing. I think I could do it. Like, I want to be a rapper.
I say do it.
You will say do it. You won't ask me questions.
I won't ask questions.
You ask me
I really won't ask questions.
You ask me, can you rap?
Nobody, I didn't...
Who told you can rap?
No, honestly, because after be honest, I didn't ask permission to rap.
No, you don't. Yeah, okay, it's true.
Certain things, I just think you don't ask permission, you take it.
You just take,
so
just
like,
take reins.
I mean, if you feel like it, and you, yeah, and the people around you are supporting you, and you know you're really owning your craft, and like you've got a strong support network, then go for it. And even if you don't, but you really do have that talent,
Yeah.
then yeah, like just do it.
Yeah.
Really, just do it. That's what I say.
And there's nothing like making money from your passion, is there?
Oh,
Because you're enjoying it. Then at that point, it's not even a job anymore. It's just I'm doing what I love, and I'm getting some
and then
money,
you get money for it.
which is excellent.
Exactly.
Excellent. Okay. Cool. I think we've had a pretty good show today. Thank you for coming in and for telling me your story. It's still like we're not finished though. We are not finished. Like I need to know how soon. Hello, Samuel. Minister Sam. Do you know I might get you into church to do like a little
Why not?
children's weekend? I'm organising our children's weekend,
Oh,
so
that'd be good.
I'm gonna have to get you in there. Coach, we've got some great rappers. Like
Really?
we've got some amazing talent
That's good.
at Nisi. Like it's great. Today's actually our papa's birthday. Today, our pastor's birthday
really?
today.
Ah.
So happy birthday, Papa
birthday.
Godwin. He's great. He's absolutely amazing. Yeah. So today's a special day. Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I don't want to sing. The other day, it was my friend's birthday, and I said, I'm going to call you, and I'm going to sing. So I'm practicing from
You put
now.
yourself on the spot.
And then I was like, you know what? I love this guy too much. If I sing to him, eardrums are going to pop. Things are just going to happen. So I'm just going to leave it out. I just sent a message. I sent a quick message.
Send a little voice note so you can do that.
No, that's even worse. Like, he could stop it. But he wanted like listen just out of courtesy. And I don't want to embarrass myself. Embarrassment is not good. It's not good. Hi, Nene, my 20. Hi, Deepa. Oh, there are people there. There's dancing. Samuel's doing a Snoop. What's the dog called? Is he Snoop?
Snoop Dogg.
No. The cartoon character.
Snoopy the dog.
Snoopy. Snoopy's dancing on Bookface, aka Facebook. So yeah. So my dad said to me one time, like, Mommy, I hope, are you on that Bookface thing? I was like, what? Which one is that? That one. And then he said, you know that thing, that thing on the phone. And I was like, Dad, you mean Facebook? He said, yeah, you know, I've heard it's not good. It's breaking up marriages and things. I said, Dad, first of all, I'm not even married. So we're okay. We are okay in that corner. Like, that corner is safe.
That book face.
The book face, he said.
Right.
And I said, I don't want to correct him because I quite like book face. You're laughing at my father, eh?
I have to start using that.
The book face. So yeah, I didn't think I corrected him,
Fair.
but that's okay. Yeah. So, who is the artist that you want to be as big as?
As big as.
Don't say Nas. Oh no, you can say Nas.
It's
Did you want to be as big as? Yeah, bigger than, because you don't want to be. That's their lane.
Oh God.
You need to excel into your own lane. So.
Yeah, 100%.
But you want to be bigger than.
Oh, I don't really know. You know, I wouldn't
Hey,
really,
Tommy.
I wouldn't really say.
You must know.
Yeah, I think as I was saying earlier, it's just about carving out the vision in terms of even if you are at a certain status, like why do you want to be there? Like that's the key thing. Like, maybe I'm an overthinker, but is there somebody I want to be as big as?
Bigger than. We're going past though.
Oh, right.
We are overtaking. We've overtaken.
I'll probably say, in terms of impact-wise, like someone I probably say I really look to is like a Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chance, just because of like just the way that he's so like open with his faith and like the impact that it has. And it's like it really challenges a lot of people's perceptions about Christianity. Because I'm sure everyone's got a different experience with it.
Yeah.
So just being able to articulate the thing that I value most in my life, which is my relationship with God, and in a way whereby it just tears down people's assumptions, and it gives people an opportunity to strengthen their relationship with God and really experience what it feels like. So I think that's my real aim. Like, I mean, there is the financial side. Dare I say it, there's even to a certain, shouldn't be there, but there's your own ego to deal with as well. That's the heart of it. So.
Okay. So, when you have made it big, when you have done it, I mean, and we're talking about good money. What is the luxury? What does luxury look like at that point for you? What's going to be your first luxury buy? Who are you going to give? Are you giving your first big paycheck to somebody? Like,
I'll tithe it.
You tithe it? Some 10%.
I'll tithe it. I'll get my 10 in there.
And then what are you doing with the rest? Like, what?
Do you know
you've taken care of that bit.
Yeah.
What's the luxury? What's the luxury?
I would do? Sounds a bit. I would, because this is. I'll talk about what I do, and then I'll talk about luxury. Okay. So what I do probably is, like, if I had a house at that point, I'd pay off my mortgage straight. Wonderful. Maybe, like, it sounds a bit silly. Well, actually, maybe not student loans. But
you won't pay a student loan.
Maybe I wouldn't pay that straight off.
That won't be your first thing. Let them wait.
Maybe not the student loans, but I think any purchase that I make, the first one is, God forbid, like, I return back to the former state. Not to say my current state is bad, but if once you've experienced a certain life,
you don't want to drop
down.
No, sir.
So I just want to make sure I'm at a point whereby, like, I'm stable, and like, if, like, God forbid it went left, like, I own my house, so you can't tell me anything.
That's it.
So, like,
that's it.
Yeah, all my stuff is paid off.
That's all.
I don't have, like, the usual, like, I don't have a mortgage to think about, like, and things like that. But my luxury purchase, though, I'd get a Jag.
Ooh.
I love Jags.
What color?
Probably a black one. Okay. I get a Jag.
No whites.
Nah. Probably not white.
No green.
Definitely not green. Definitely not green.
You know what colours that I'm bringing out, isn't
Definitely
it?
not green.
Okay.
And then I get a Jag. Transition to a Bentley. Okay. And then ultimately transition to a Rolls Royce.
What car are you getting your mum? Hey.
It depends, you know. My mum loves big cars, though.
Yeah, she does.
She likes big cars, to be honest. I know she'll probably get her a Merc.
Yeah?
4x4.
Hey. She'll love that. She would love that. So, you know, we're praying into that for you.
Yeah, amen.
We're praying into that one for you. But before we go, how, like, you were talking about being born again.
Yeah.
And that obviously has a lot of impact on what you write and what you put out. At what point did you become born again?
Oh, wow.
In your life? What was
That's a question.
do you remember the time?
Oh yeah, I
Like
remember.
what made you decide to actually, you know, go to that altar call and
Yeah, because for me, it was when I was 18 and
Okay.
I went to uni.
Mhm.
So I was in my first year,
Mhm.
and because I'm somebody I love like quote unquote like deep conversations, and so like a lot of my friends at that time, like, and I'd grown up in a Christian household.
Yeah.
Went to Christian school, like a Catholic school, so I'd only ever been around one viewpoint.
Mhm.
But meeting all my different types of friends, I had some friends that believed in God, some friends that didn't believe in that believed in God but didn't believe in religion, or some friends that were Muslim, like, or completely different faiths.
Yeah.
So it caused me to challenge my own viewpoint and my own perspective of things.
Okay.
So I got to a point whereby I was just like, I don't really know about who this Jesus guy is. Like, so I took a step back,
Okay.
and I was at a point where I was like, I wouldn't even classify myself as Christian anymore.
Mm.
And it was only until I had a word in my head that I learned in school about just like the state of the world and the way that I viewed it.
Mhm.
My sister invited me to church. Like, nobody really knew this was going on.
Okay.
She invited me to church.
Which is the Vicky?
For the Kemi,
Okay.
because she got born again. She invited me to church, and the pastor said that word, and I was just like,
Hmm.
what the heck? Like, I thought I was the only person that knew that word. I found it so strange. And so they do this part where like you like put your hand up. So
Yeah.
I put my hand up, and they give you like this Bible,
Yeah.
and it breaks down like what grace means.
Mhm.
And so then I remember I was in my other sister's room, because she was in, she don't even like me being in her room, so that was a fat confession.
You got
But,
blind.
But yeah, so I was in her room,
Uh-huh.
and I think I was reading it. I remember I was lying on her bed. I was
Yeah,
relaxing.
you made yourself
I made myself
comfortable.
comfortable.
You're
I'm
not
gonna
even
lie.
welcome.
I
And you
made
make
myself
it.
comfortable. And then the first page was just talking about what grace meant, and I was just knocked. I just couldn't, because you hear it all the time,
Mhm.
like Jesus died for your sins, died for
Yeah.
your sins.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it just flipped my whole perception of God,
Okay.
and so I just remember feeling at that time like something's changed in me, like I didn't know what it meant for me going forward, but I knew I just wasn't the same.
You weren't the same.
I just
Wow.
in that moment, like, and I was gonna go home after putting my hand up and do all my research into like Christianity, like the debate, like the argument, what's the historical context. And
Mhm,
after I heard that, I just, wow, like, don't get me wrong, I've had my doubts.
Yeah.
I've still had my doubts, but it's a part of it. It's a part, but I
Yeah.
just know where to go with them now. Like,
It's a continuous learning curve.
yeah, and it's a relationship at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So everything really started off from that process, and it's just been a step-by-step process.
Okay.
Step by step, every single day is just another learning step. I don't think there's a quote unquote time when you're there,
Yeah.
or you're this perfect person.
Yeah.
Like, you just grow and you just allow God to just transform you. So
Amen. Thank you for sharing that one
that's it.
with me. So, Tom, you are obviously of Nigerian
Yes.
heritage. I mean, I said to somebody the other day, "Oh, you're Nigerian." My parents are Nigerian.
Oh wow.
She said, "I said, look at your face. How many names do you have that you're telling me my parents are? You're Nigerian." So anyway, how Nigerian are you?
That's a question.
Obviously, you were born and brought up here.
I was born and brought up.
You've been to Nigeria.
Yeah, I only went. When was it? I think it was like last year for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
That was it.
Why did I think you'd gone before?
No, and then I went back again.
You enjoyed it then,
Oh yeah, it's good.
and you
It's
went
good.
back.
It's so different. Like, such a mix of experiences. I'm really happy that I did it now as opposed to when I was younger, because I would have hated it when I was younger.
But yeah.
Yeah.
like having to go around with your parents?
No. To be honest, like, I was with my mum because I didn't.
You didn't know anywhere.
I didn't know any. It's not. I'm not going to Tenerife. You know, like, you can't just walk about. Like, you have to know somebody.
It's true. This is true.
So
This is true. And then did you find that when you were out, that people were trying to maybe speak to you in Europe or anything?
oh, I have to hold my hands up. Like, it's, like
You don't speak.
I don't understand. Like. So, but my sisters can understand. But I tell my mum. I've just been telling my mum, like, Mum, just speak to me in Yoruba, so I can understand it. Just speak to me. And she just gets, and she just can't be bothered anymore. So, but yeah, you do get people that are like try and, of course, like speak to you in Yoruba, and like sometimes they try and take the mick because you can't speak it.
Yeah,
but I was just like, no, like don't try and take the mick. If you're gonna say something to me, say it to me in English.
Yeah.
And let's get on the right ground. So I mean,
What was your favorite? I mean, obviously at home you eat Niger food.
Yeah.
Anyway.
yeah.
But when you got there in Nigeria, what was the? Were you? Because I'm quite careless when I get to Ghana. Like I eat from wherever outside and wherever. My mom's forever cussing me out. Don't do that. You're gonna be sick. Touch wood. I haven't been sick.
That's good.
Like
I was.
my stomach is on it. So, but what did you? Were you a bougie eater? Were you having McDonald's and?
I'm a bougie. I am, but self-confessed.
So you were eating McDonald's
No. I don't eat McDonald's.
and KFC.
No.
None of that.
No, I don't eat either. But there was actually a time where, because I was me, my mum, and my sister, but they were at the hotel. But I went to my auntie's place, and my uncle was like, "Oh, we're gonna take a day trip to the village."
Yeah.
So I went along for that, and we stopped off at one of his like another one of my auntie's places, and they served food, and it was like fish, and I hate fish with a passion.
What? What is wrong with you?
Fish and it was watermelon, and I just it sounds bad, but I was just like,
You
I'm
don't
very
like
sorry,
fish?
I can't eat this.
I'm
Like,
very sorry.
and it had, something else had to get made, like, but so I mean, but
You cracked me up.
I really just, I'm sorry, I don't. I'm a
You're a
brat.
bougie
I'm a brat.
eater.
I'm a brat. I'm a bougie eater.
Bougie baby last.
Yeah, it may be in that I'm a baby last, but I don't do seafood. Like,
Wow.
I'm very particular about.
I'm even thinking about giving up meat for fish, you know.
I'm not doing
And this guy doesn't like fish.
I hate fish.
Ha, honestly. Okay. We got to get going. So, any last words? What is? Yeah. Give us some words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. Oh, wow.
Either that or you can tell us what grace means to you.
What grace
We can
means
finish
to
on
me.
that one.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yes.
I think grace means you getting. Well, grace means being loved in a way that you don't deserve. Grace means your mistakes not being held up in your face all the time. Grace means that God is not angry with you, and He welcomes you with an open arm. I think grace means that, you know, God is not this big angry man upstairs pointing down at you, but He's that friend that, you know, when you're airing their calls, you're not picking up. But
They're watching you.
But they're
watching
you're not
you.
picking up. But when you finally meet them in person,
You're like,
they just can't wait to see you,
Mm,
and they don't even remember the times that you haven't picked up their calls.
that's a great analogy.
So, and my sister gave me that analogy. So it's just, grace is just, yeah, I don't know where I'd be without it. I mean, I don't really know how I was doing life before I had it.
Look at
So,
that.
yeah.
That's a perfect note to end. Thank you very much
Thank you for having
for
me.
coming into the studio today. I've enjoyed
I've really enjoyed
the
it.
2 hours just chopping it up with you. And of course, now we know that I've got like the direct lines.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have to go through the PAs and the secretaries and the PR team and all of that. I won't have it. I won't have it. So I won't have it. Thank you guys for everybody that like joined in. Thank you for the messages on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on the YouTube. thank you again, Tommy, for coming in. You know you're always welcome.
Thank you.
To come in when you are dropping your next single. I want the exclusive. Do you hear me? Don't let me come for you, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great week. I will be back next week with a great topic. Have a safe evening. We thanks you. And I think we're going to... What song do you want us to play this out with? Like, one of your songs.
One of mine?
Yeah, let's play one of your songs. Why not? Let's do it.
I'll probably say Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Yeah.
Diamonds. Okay. Well, here's Diamonds by Tom the Artist. And we bid you good night. Night. Like one of your songs.
One of mine?
Yeah, let's play one of your songs. Why not? Let's do it.
I'll probably say
Diamonds.
Bruh, but I just gotta give praise. Cause I just went from £0 up to minimum wage. And yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but I ain't ashamed, cause it's still in your palm. I remain, feels like time froze on my goals. I let go then let go, cause I'm tired of living life with heavy sides and some eye rolls. How this thing's working for my good, how do I know? But destiny is written and I can't see a typo. What's my role? I am gonna consider it pure joy, cause I am making news to a man from a boy. And these are plans to build, never to destroy.
And I'm giving thanks for it.
Cause there are shifts that my eyes can't see.
Said I'm giving thanks for this one. Cause diamonds are what you will make from me. Cause diamonds are what you will make from me. Cause diamonds are what you will make from me. Cause diamonds are what you will make from me. Cause diamonds are out of the ashes I will rise. Keep my head up to the sky. Even though sometimes I wonder why I go through these trials. Going under pressure just like a diamond. Purify me like silver and gold. Pressing forward to my destiny. And through these trials you're preparing me. But I am confident in this, that you have begun a good work in me. And through it, find us where I'll carry on, and I will finish strong. Yeah. Cause diamonds are what you will make from me. Cause diamonds are what you will make from me. Cause diamonds are what you will make from me. Cause diamonds are what you will make from me. Cause diamonds are, yeah.
I guess it's all about perspective when it comes to dreams and visions on my checklist. So many on there that I know I ain't collected, but I see W's when I get introspective, quiet and centered.